we are gonna go ahead and get started with our body weight and core class. So the first 3 to 5 minutes is always a warm-up, dynamic warm-up where we're adding movement to our stretches. And then we'll get into the kind of main set of our workout, 25 to 30 minutes or so. And then we'll do 3 to 5 minutes of cool down as best I can. I try to keep that schedule as best I can. Sometimes we go a few minutes over, but we'll go ahead and squeeze as much in as we can in these 40 minutes. All right, go ahead and start at the back of our mat, hinge forward from our hip. Knees can be as soft as you need them to be. Let that head and neck go. So you're looking between your knees or towards your belly button. Really let that head and neck go. Shake it yes and no. Be gentle with it though. Don't toss it around. And then when you're ready, go ahead and walk your hands out to either a high plank up on the toes or down to the knees. So your choice. And then we'll go ahead and just walk it back here. Walk the hands back to meet the feet. Roll up nice and slow. And then reach your arms up without arching your back. So you don't want to arch your back. You want to squeeze your glutes and keep your hips, ribs, and shoulders in line, okay? Get that nice stretch up. Feel that activation in your core. Tuck your chin, and then walk out. So moving at your own pace here. We'll do this for a minute. So really moving at your own pace, not necessarily following my pace, unless you want to. That's completely up to you. This is your workout. It's your time. You've done the hardest part. You've showed up and you've started. So I'm glad you're here. And we'll take the next 40 minutes to really just focus on what you want to get out of this, right? What's your main goal here? Are you really feeling like pushing it today? Do you feel well rested? Do you want to just kind of move your body because you're tired and you didn't sleep well, or you're really stressed out, right? Let's really take note of how our body's feeling today. And please do listen to what your body is saying throughout today's workout, okay? If it's telling you to back off, then please do so, okay? We'll go ahead and finish this last rep up. Reach on up. And then we'll go to just a high plank position, either on the toes or on the knees, okay? So again, your choice here. We'll take a big step, right foot outside the right hand, and then we'll rock forward and back on the ball, that back foot. Spine is really long here, so you can always modify it to the knee if you need to without the rocking, and just hold, okay? Stretching out the ball, that back foot should feel really good. Stretching out the hip flexor on the back leg and also the outer hip on the front leg. We're going to rotate and reach up and then thread underneath that left arm with the right hand. So that back leg is really active, making sure to really push the ball of that back foot. Good. We'll come back to high plank and then we'll switch sides. Left foot outside of left hand, or rock forward and back. If you need a block or something to kind of elevate the floor to you, feel free to do that, okay? Excuse me for the sniffles. My allergies are definitely in high gear here. I'm going to place my right hand in the midline of the mat, rotate, reach up with that left arm, and then reach underneath, and then up again. Good, one more here. Good, we'll come to high plank, and then we'll reach our hips back and up for downward facing dog. Think about an inverted V position here, trying to reach those heels to the floor, but if they don't reach, that's okay, so bend your knees. So if you're rounded through your upper back or low back, then please do bend your knees and try not to knock your knees. Drive your knees away from each other, and then if you can, try to get those heels to the mat without compromising your spine at all. We'll inhale to high plank, and then exhale to downward facing dog. So using your breath here, inhaling to high plank, exhaling downward facing dog. Just one more here. Good, from here we'll walk our feet up to meet our hands. We'll roll up nice and slow, and we'll just do a couple of reverse lunges here to kind of warm the body up. So take a big step, not too big, about halfway back, and then bend both knees. Hello quads, step back up, and then switch sides. I lifted legs on Saturday and they're still cranky today. I may have gone a bit too heavy. Sometimes that happens to everybody. and then we learn our lesson. Good, we're gonna be here for 10 more seconds. Good, go ahead and shake it out. All right, so we're gonna do kind of a different setup than we've been doing. We're gonna do 2 exercises, so a superset, okay? Instead of a longer circuit. And we're gonna try to cycle through them 4 times, okay? So the first exercise is a side plank with a clamshell. So I'm gonna have everybody's gonna be on their knees, okay? And their knees are gonna be bent and their feet are back behind them. Elbows stacked underneath the shoulder. You're gonna lift the hips up. And this is the part where you clamshell the top knee. So from here, you're gonna reach up and then go ahead and come down. And then up and then come down. So make sure that you're not rotating the hips as you clamshell. So think about clamshelling more so up than back. It's not about back, that's gonna go into your back if you do that. So you wanna think about clamshelling that knee up, just getting that top glute to really engage, and then go ahead and come down. So you're controlling it. I put your hand on your top glute so you can feel that glute really working, okay? So that's the first one we're gonna do each side, okay? And then we're gonna do reverse lunges like we just did to warm up. A couple different options for your hands. Your hands can either go on your hips, out in front, out to the side, behind your head, arms up, okay? So those are kind of the different progressions of difficulty. I'm gonna have you do all reps on one side first. So you can either choose to balance that knee or not. So you can just tap that foot and then go ahead and step back. Okay, we're gonna do all reps on one side. We're gonna do a minute each, okay? All right, you ready? Those are the first 2 exercises. So we're gonna start with the clamshell, side plank to clamshell. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. So remember, hand on that top glute. Really feel that glute engage. You should not feel this in your low back. So if you're going too far back with that clamshell, then that's where you're gonna feel it. So readjust. And make sure you're pushing that bottom elbow away from the mat so you're not dumping into it, okay? You're also gonna get some activation in that bottom hip and glute as well. Three, 2, 1, and switch. We're gonna do 45 seconds actually. We're doing these 4 times through. I'm not sure what I was thinking when I wrote that. We're all about adjusting here, making adjustments as we go. It's important. It's fitness. Let's not take it too seriously, right? Ready? And go. This is fun. This is the fun stuff that we get to do, right? So definitely happy you're here. But always find this to be adaptable and flexible with kind of what we had planned. And it always feels different than when I write it down on paper. So I'm always happy to be flexible and adjustable that way. Ten more seconds. Doing great. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent work. Okay, now we're doing our reverse lunges. Just on one leg, I'm gonna step back with my right leg first, and I'm gonna do arms out to the side. 3, 2, 1, and go. Remember, don't step too far back. So you don't want too wide of a stance. And make sure that if you want a little bit more glute activation, you lean your upper body over that front leg, but still keeping the spine long. So you're just loading that front glute a little bit more. Also, those arms, if you're out like a T like I am, they're reaching out to opposite ends, and you're squeezing those shoulder blades together behind you, okay? 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Get ready for side 2. 3, 2, 1. Be mindful of what that front knee is doing. Don't let it fall in. Keep driving it out. Keep breathing. 5 more seconds. We're doing these for 45 as well. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Grab some water if you need it. So you're gonna go back to that side plank. I'm gonna start on the opposite side I started with. So that's my right side. Ready? And 3, 2, 1, and go. So we're going for 45 seconds. So our bottoms are gonna probably not like us after this one, through this little circuit. That's okay though. We're getting stronger, and your glutes and hamstrings are super strong and need to be worked. Breathe. Make sure that hand that's on the floor is spread open if you can. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. I'm gonna do a little swivel here. Switch sides. I'm gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you just remember bringing that top leg up until you feel that glute kick in. So I really encourage you to put your hand there if it's not there already, and then adjust as you need to, okay? Five more seconds. Last one. Excellent work. You know how much I love oblique work, right? That's why I program it, because it's not my favorite to do. So, but it's so important. All right, so I'm gonna start my left leg this time. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Remember to lean over that with a tall spine though. So you're just hinging, not necessarily leaning, to activate or to load that front glute a little bit more. Remember, you can balance or not, move at a pace that's working for you, for what your goals are today. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. 3, 2, 1. Oh, wrong foot. I was about to do that. Same leg again. Remember, lean forward a little bit. And try not to rush it, balance it at the top. If you are balancing. 5 more seconds. Last one here. Good. Shake it out. Grab a drink. And then another set of these. So I'm gonna start on my very original side. Okay, ready, and go. These are getting really hard. So if you're struggling, you're not alone. 5 more seconds. And rest, switch sides. And go. When you're ready, you can come with me or just wait. If you need a little bit more rest, feel free to take it. Ten more seconds. You're doing great. 5, 2, and 1. Okay, reverse lunges, your choice of where you put those arms. Try a different one if you haven't tried any different ones yet and see how it feels, okay? We're going in 3, 2, 1. Remember, take more rest if you need it. Try not to wear your shoulders like earrings if you are bringing your arms out or up. So try to squeeze the shoulder blades together without drawing the tops of the shoulders up towards your ears. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Side 2. Ready and go. Remember, go slower if you need to. It's about what you need from today. 5, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Grab a drink if you need it. Okay, we're gonna do one more round each side, okay? And then we're done with these. This fourth one is where the rubber meets the road, right? Ready and go. Who says you need weights? Weights are great, but if you don't have them, you can make do. Lots of benefits to body weight training. Breathe. 5, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. And 3, 2, 1, go. And sometimes you kind of just need to readjust your plank and kind of the position of your knees to feel that glute. So don't be afraid to do that as you move through, okay? Nothing wrong with that. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, last set of reverse lunges. Ready in 3, 2, 1, go. At this point, I forget which side I'm supposed to be on, so if you're in that same boat, you just pick a side and go with it, okay? Five, 3, 2, 1, shake it out. Go ahead and switch sides. 3, 2, 1. How are those arms doing? Make sure they stay engaged. I know they're tired too. More seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Grab a drink, and we'll go ahead and get set up for our next circuit. That won't be as long, promise. Okay. We're gonna do a kneeling rock back push-up. Okay. So what that looks like is we're going to start from our knees. Everybody's going to do it from their knees. You're going to sit your hips back, and then from here you're going to do a push-up. Push-up and then rock back. And then push-up. Okay, so remember, elbows, when you do your push-up, they don't come out, they come back. Okay, so not out like this, back. So think about that, okay? And hands are about shoulder width apart. They're not super wide, okay? And then the second exercise is gonna be kind of the opposing. We're gonna kind of open up a little bit. We're gonna do dead bug. So a couple different options here. You can hold the dead bug, knees stay over the hips, ankles or feet are flexed. Arms can either be up with the shoulder blades plugged in or palms open down by your sides. You can just hold this and breathe, keeping that low back connected. You can just do arms, alternating arms as you breathe, exhaling, inhaling. You can just do legs, a couple different options. You can just do legs here, making sure that low back is connected, or you can do both. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Exhaling to extend, inhaling to drawing back in. So you choose your level, you try one, see how it works. Most important thing is that you keep that low back rooted into the mat. That's the most important thing. And you keep breathing. Okay? All right, we've got our push-ups, rock back push-ups. All right, ready? In 3, 2, 1, and go. So moving at your own pace. Making sure on those push-ups you're getting that chest to the mat if at all possible. And that those elbows are back like an arrow, right? And that you're not dropping your hips down. So you're not dropping your hips down to the mat. We're going for 45 seconds. 10 more seconds. Take a break if you need it, okay? Exhale to push back up. Inhale to lower down into your push-up. Squeeze your glutes and rest. Okay, now we've got your dead bug. You choose your variation, okay? We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. So this should be very difficult. If you're just kind of moving through the motions or going through the motions with this, it's gonna be easy. But if you're really trying to keep that connection with your back, low back, then you're gonna feel it. The other thing is try not to draw that knee in like this. Try to keep it over your hip, okay, as you extend back. Should be shaking. 5, 3, 2, last one. Excellent work. Okay, now we're back to our rock back push-ups. So again, take more time if you need it in between, okay? But if you're ready to kind of rock and roll, let's go with me. We're going. Fingertips are spread wide for your push-ups and for the rock back. More seconds. I'm gonna do one more here. Good work. Okay, dead bug. Close this door. I think the UPS man is here, or UPS person, I should say. Okay, dead bug in 3, 2, 1. Remember, it's really easy to let that low back go. So really fight to keep it really firmly connected. Like if I were to stick my hand underneath your low back, there would be no space for me to put my hand. And the slower you go, the more core you're gonna work. Five, 3, 2, 1. Okay, back to rock back push-ups. Ready? And go. Now, to make this harder, you could do like a down dog version. So from down dog, you would go up and do a full push-up. So that's another option if you have a full push-up and not a pulsing push-up. So you're gonna do a lot less of them because they're harder. But if that's where you're at, meet yourself, challenge yourself. 5 more seconds. Good work. Or maybe you start with the full push-ups and then end with the modified, but that's your choice. I want to make sure you have a good push-up form though, so if you're pulsing your full push-ups, that's not worth it. That's not where I want you to be. I want you to be chest to floor and have that depth in your push-up before you try to do a full push-up, okay? All right, back to dead bug. Three, 2, 1, and go. Try to tuck your chin if you can. I have these headphones on and it's kind of hard to, but try my best. That's going to keep your neck in line with your spine. Five more seconds.